Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Bexley Eco Festival team. I'm going to introduce you to Bilkis Alam, who's going to be talking about saving energy. So my name's Fiona Cummins, by the way, and just like to say welcome to this recording. Over to you, Bilkis.
Yep. Hello, everyone. I'm Bilkis and I'm an energy advisor. And so today we're going to be talking all about fuel poverty and what South East London Community Energy does and the different services. So yeah, for those of you that haven't heard about South East London Community Energy, we are a not-for-profit organisation that focuses on everything to do with energy bills. And we give advice, information and guidance on how you can reduce your energy bills. And what we essentially want to achieve is to be able to give clients the control to be able to manage their bills. We're also concerned with sustainability as well. So we have other projects that fit solar panels in community buildings, and one of our aims and objectives is to reduce our carbon footprint as well. So why is it important to live in a warm home? It's important because a cold home can lead to mold and damp, which can have negative health effects on you. And also high energy bills can lead to stress and anxiety and lead to other mental health related issues as well, or make it worse as well. And also if you have elderly people in your home, it can also lead to other physical illnesses as well. We'll get into those in a little bit more detail. So how does the cold home affect you? So it can affect young children as well. It can lead them to getting colds and having respiratory issues as well. And elderly people can be affected as well. It can affect their blood levels and have other risks as well. And a cold environment is also linked to heart disease and lung disease as well. And as we mentioned earlier, it can also lead to anxiety and depression and other mental health issues as well. So it's really important that we try our best to keep our home at an optimum temperature. So the temperature that we recommend for you to have your home is somewhere between 18 to 21 degrees. And anything obviously higher if you have young children in the home, or if you have any elderly people, or if anyone with a health condition that may need the temperature to be increased. And as you can see from this slide, the different temperatures and how they can affect you. So having a temperature that's too cold can, increase the blood pressure, and it could lead to, health conditions like heart attacks and strokes. So just going into the different services that we offer. So right at this current moment, the different suppliers are offering the same price for their different units of gas and electricity. Hence, we're not focusing so much on changing the suppliers, however, focusing on the different tariffs that are available, and also focusing on the different payment methods as well. As depending on the supplier that you're with, it could benefit you from being paying a different way. So, for example, prepayment meters. Clients that are on prepaid meters could be paying slightly more, as their daily standing charge could sometimes be higher than usual or in comparison to other payment methods as well. However, we're aware that not everyone can be on a direct debit or pay by receipt. Being on a prepaid meter allows you to manage your bills, and it's vice versa. Not everyone can be, switched over to prepayment or direct debit, depending on their situation. So we try and assess the situation all round to see what's best suited. We also advocate as well for the client. So if they have any disputes with their supplier, or if they just want to, if they have any questions, or if they want to get an understanding of their bill, or understand, how much are they paying for their gas and electricity, or the unit price for each energy, it can be difficult to reach the supplier. So for that reason, we have the numbers to contact the supplier directly. So if you have any queries or questions, or you need anything resolving, you can contact us and we can help to resolve that as best possible. We normally would help to apply for the warm home discount, but the policy has changed. So you would get a letter from DWP letting you know whether you are eligible or not. And then you can obviously um, get the warm home discount. That's the £150 from your supplier to you. And also, if you are in debt, it can be difficult to know where to go with the debt and how to resolve that matter. So what we do is we can help you put you on a payment plan, and we can discuss something with the supplier and yourself so that it's a reasonable payment each month. Okay, and we also look at different things that you can do in your home to reduce the amount of energy that you use. So we try to look at behavioral things, what things could be changed at home, or what things are you doing at home to try and reduce the energy as much as possible. So we take a very holistic approach to try and reducing the energy as much as possible. And sometimes it's it takes somebody from the outside to be able to um, assess what could be causing it, because sometimes when you're used to a certain pattern of doing things in a certain way, you can get used to it. So when you have an energy advisor come into your home and do a home assessment to see what could be causing the energy bills to be so high, it's really helpful. We also advocate with landlords as well. So the Habitat Act requires a home to be at a certain standard for it to be rented. So sometimes residents are not aware of this, and they could be living in, hazardous conditions. And that's when the energy advisor, can help you to contact the landlord if anything needs improving or changing, or if the window's broken and you need some support with that, to contact your landlord. We can help with that as well. So in the past we've helped write formal letters and things like that to try and rectify the issues. We also apply for any funding out there as well in the borough. So, for example, right at this moment, we're applying for the Warm Home Grant, which is a grant that is looking into major measures, also known as the LAD2 funding as well. So this covers anything to do with any loft insulation, wall insulation, floor insulation, and double glazed windows as well. And we also give free energy saving measures as well. So these are light measures that can be fitted into the home. So things like radiator panels, LED light bulb, dehumidifiers, water saving measures, draft excluders, all are given to you for free. These are not means tested. Everyone can get them just to improve the state of their home and perhaps save some energy as well. Yeah. And we also apply for white goods as well. So anyone whose washing machine, cooker, or microwave isn't working, we can help apply for those white goods as well. And it's not just white goods, it's not exclusive to white goods. We can also apply for beds, mattresses, cots, and other things in your home, sofas, tables, depending on your circumstance. We can apply for those uh, um, things for your home as well. Also a smart meter as well. So for those of you that are not aware of what a smart meter is, it basically allows you to top up. If you are on a prepayment meter, it allows you to top up more conveniently. So some people might not be able to leave their house every single day or every week to top up their meter. So for those people, it would be convenient for them to be on a smart meter. Um, and if you are on direct debit, it might not be convenient to you for you to give, monthly readings. So it can be beneficial to have a smart meter in your home, as it will allow you to sort of not give the readings every month, and ensure that the readings are given on a daily basis, and then you have a much more accurate bill. We also help residents be put on the priority service register. This is the service provided by the supplier to you, and it's an extra service to make sure that if something were to happen, such as a breakdown, you have the extra support, and they send out an engineer out to your home to try and resolve that. So if there was a power cut, for example, something outside of the property caused a power cut, they'll send out an engineer to your home. And you can also set a password. So some people might not feel comfortable for an engineer to come into their home they want to have that reassurance that it is the engineer. So you can set a password to ensure that it is the actual engineer coming into your home. Um, so, yep. And the four eligibility criteria for the priority service register is you have to have someone who is 65 or older in your home, or 5 years or younger. And if English is not your first language, and also if you have any health conditions, any long-term chronic health conditions, you can apply for the priority service register. And it's also important to mention that the health condition doesn't necessarily have to be a physical impairment. If anybody is dealing with mental health issues, depression, anxiety, bipolar, schizophrenia, anything that's long-term mental health related, they can also be put on the priority service register as well. So you can have that extra peace of mind. Yep. So, an energy advice session. We usually have the energy advice session over the phone. And what normally happens is the call is anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour, depending on the individual case. If it's a complex issue, then it means that we have to contact the supplier, and it can be slightly longer. And then what happens is we arrange a home visit. That you have the option for a home visit. So the energy advisor can come into your home, do a home assessment to see why the energy bills could be so high, and also it will give you an opportunity to sort of speak to the energy advisor and express any concerns you have. And also the energy advisor can fit the measures into your home as well, and look through your bills, or help you set the heating in your home and things like that. Give you some advice on what else you can do at home to reduce the bills. There are other ways to reach us as well, not just by calling us. You can also visit our libraries as well. So I know that there's a library we have libraries that are held in the Bexley Library. Um, so, you can visit us there in person as well. And we also hold workshops and, presentations like this. And at the end of the presentation, I'll make sure to have the number. So if any of you want to contact us, you can do. So this is just going through the typical journey of an energy advice, as mentioned earlier. This is energy advice will be anywhere from 45 or to an hour. And we also have follow-up energy advice sessions as well. So after an energy advice session, if we feel like, or if you feel as though you need more energy advice, or you feel like you need a bit more information, we can book you in for another energy advice session. And as it's mentioned on the slide, it's absolutely free. These are some of the things that you can do in your home to reduce their energy bills. So things like changing your thermostat to a certain temperature. If you just lower it slightly, you can save £80 a year. And doing small changes like boiling the kettle to the amount you need, not leaving any appliances on. It can be a habit to leave your TV or your Xbox or any PlayStation on standby, and that could be a reason why the electricity is high. And also you could wash your clothes at a lower temperature. So we recommend somewhere from 30 to 40, depending on your washing machine and the detergent that you use. Yeah, so I'm sure you can think of many more changes to make in your home. These are just a few that I've mentioned as well. Okay, so these are the different measures that we give out. So the draft excluder, that will stop the draft from entering through your door. We also have the draft excluder for the windows as well. So there are rubber strips that go around the window as well, and water saving devices such as the Saver flush bag. So if you have a water meter, you may be conscious of how much water you're using. So we have, the water saver flush bag, which will save you the water. And the radiator panel. The radiator panel is a reflective material that goes behind the radiator. So when you normally turn on your radiator on an external wall, especially, it begins to heat the wall behind it. But when you have a radiator reflector, it reflects the heat back into your room and back into your home, which means you're saving energy on your bills. Also, a shower time as well. This can be handy for if you have children in the home who may get carried away in the shower and So to have a little 4-minute timer is just, a reminder to not take as long than needed. And also we give out LED light bulbs as well. So the ones that we give are they use a fraction of electricity and last more than 10 years. We haven't had any complaints. So yeah, they're pretty good. And also we have the water saving shower heads. These shower heads save water as they add air particles to the shower head. So yeah, that could also save you some water as well. We also give out food bank vouchers as well. So anybody who's struggling financially, we do give out food bank vouchers. So that's something to bear in mind as well. This is just going into the fundings out there. So there are different fundings available out there. Depending on the borough, depending on whatnot. So it's always a good idea to give us a call to ask about any fundings that are available, so we can look into that for you. And also, lastly, to mention, we have energy advisors from different backgrounds who speak different languages, Spanish, Turkish, French, Bengali. I give energy advice in Bengali as well. So we have energy advisors from different that speak different languages. So if you yourself or somebody who would benefit from this advice, feel free to give us a call. And this is our contact number, and this is my email. So if you wanted to reach me, you can email me here, or you can just call our number, and our website is presented at the bottom of the slideshow. And that is the end of the presentation. So if you have any questions, as I said, feel free to give us a call, and we'll be more than happy to look into your query and book you in for a session, which is completely free. Again, thank you.